Hello.
Hello. Make sure you're unmuted before you say no. Make sure you're unmuted on your YouTube player before you say no, y'all.
Straight facts.
What do you mean?
Are you unmuted, Kato?
I mean, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Is your source muted in OBS? So you can hear us, but you can't hear Kato.
Basically. I think that's what's going on. So it's the Holly and EJ show.
All right, Holly and EJ breaking bells. Let's
Anyway,
go.
Animal Crossing.
We're taking over.
Yeah, you're being overthrown. It's our channel now.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. So Kato's microphone isn't on her Breaking Bells source, so that's why you can't hear her, but she's going to add it.
She's going to add it right now.
Kato is a pro streamer.
Yeah.
Hi, Todd.
Yeah, you got it.
It's giving me time to put on my hand lotion, so like this is great.
Oh, perfect.
I might even put on some lip balm, really live it up.
We're good. We're good.
Should we tell jokes, Holly?
Yeah.
Do you know
you go
jokes?
first. You go first.
Oh God. Okay. Well, have you heard the one about the 3 holes dug in the ground with water in them?
No.
Oh, well.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, stop that. Leave. Jacob, we love Kato, the pro streamer.
Yes, Jacob.
All I will say is that setups like this are kind of stressful when you have to set them up. But don't worry, we're here. Me and EJ will hold the fort until Queen Kato she's got her voice back.
We've clearly got the jokes.
Plug and unplug? Wait, no, but we can hear you.
Yeah, why can we hear you?
I've just realized that we can hear you, but they can't hear you.
The mic's definitely working.
So the microphone is working. It's a streamy thing.
Can't hear you, babes.
Babes, we actually can't hear you right now, love.
Love, we can't hear ya. It's about divorce, babe. About divorce.
Okay, represent.
See, this is what you missed, Holly, from being not on Last Christmas Day last weekend was my awful British accents.
Do you know what? It is actually my favorite thing when British folks do a British accent. Like, I find it so funny. Not because it's like it's bad, but because I find it funny how people like default to it. Like, it just makes me laugh.
Are we getting Geek Squad Todd in here?
Oh yeah. Nice. Oh no, not the Hollyoke.
Hollyoke? What?
Yeah, it's on my channel. I basically have a redemption where I just do karaoke, but it's been dubbed Hollyoke.
I thought Hollyoke was like Hollyoke. Okay, not
yeah.
I was like Hollyoke now.
Oh no, not Holly Beauty Tips. Oh gosh. If you could see my makeup up close, I look crusty, everyone. You don't want makeup tips from me. Oh dear.
Today I'm wearing a lovely little Malin and Getz face lotion.
Oh, that's nice.
That's it.
Oh, that sounds good though. Moisturize, folks.
Yeah. Listen, white people age like rotten milk, so you know.
Wait, did I figure it out?
Yeah, I'm like the lumpy kind, to be honest.
Exactly. We curdle, so.
Yeah. Nice and curdled.
Not the chatter emotes in chat.
Did I figure it out? Did I figure it out?
I don't know.
Did you do it?
Did you do it?
Oh my gosh, she's here.
She lives.
She got her voice back.
You know what I was doing? Look, I'm not even going to tell y'all what I was doing wrong.
Wait, I want to know. Tell us.
I was selecting audio output instead of audio input.
No.
Oh no.
How long you been doing this for? No.
Pro streamer.
Look, I don't understand the words. I don't understand the words, okay? I don't get it.
You're like, I'm outputting audio. Why would that not be what it is?
I'm doing it right. Why isn't it working?
Jacob, thank you for the super chat, and Hank, I think that was Hank. I can't scroll back up, so thank you for the super chat. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I said a joke.
What are we doing today? What are we doing today? We are talking about Animal Crossing. I can finally do my introductions here. Obviously, y'all know, well, you probably know both of these people, but this is the lovely Holly. I still have her YouTube name up there.
Oh, yes. That's cool.
So that's her YouTube name, but
yeah,
she has rebranded over on Twitch again.
Feel free
since
to
last time.
I've done it again.
I think last time we talked about your rebranding, and then this time we're talking about
this is my final form. I will not be rebranding again.
It's good. I mean, Holly has to be your final form.
I mean,
it's just Holly.
It can't get much better than that.
Right.
And I had to go with 2 Ys.
You could defeat the Twitch partner Holly with 1 Y.
I could try and overthrow, but I think she's at like 80,000 followers. So I think
you got that.
I'll try another day.
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, and then we have my arch nemesis, EJ from EJ Plays. I'm sure that y'all know EJ. We're constantly going to EJ's channel. So if you're not following either of these people, you should be. I don't know what you're doing. Amazing content, and not just Animal Crossing content from both of them.
That's true.
We've got variety content. EJ plays Stardew and that Cuphead game, which was terrible.
Well, that's on Twitch.
And Hollow Knight.
You didn't like Cuphead?
No, it was awful to watch. It was
okay. Yeah, I would understand watching that as actually fun.
Not watching you.
Oh,
but watching the
beefing
game.
Each other.
So
I'm not good at the game. I'll be honest. Like, you don't come to my streams to watch someone good play.
Well, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It kind of stressed me out, like thinking about me trying to play it. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way I can do that. So how can you not like Cuphead? It's easy. I just don't like it.
Hato doesn't have taste. We've covered this.
I have horrible taste. That's why I hang out with EJ.
Exactly.
Right? So there you go. Okay. So we are going to talk about Animal Crossing first. I don't know where this conversation is going to go after that. If you're new here and you're very confused, this is Breaking Bells, as you can see up there. Breaking Bells was a podcast style show initially started by Bobby, the Nintendo guru over here on YouTube, who unfortunately passed away last year from COVID. And Holly did Breaking Bells with Bobby for a long, long time. And I was a guest on the show. And so after Bobby's passing, we decided to take it on in our own way. So Bobby used to make like 4 videos a week from Breaking Bells content, and me and Holly are not that talented. So
we're just here.
So we just do ours once every now and again. when we can.
when there's something to kind of talk about, or
right,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And we have a guest as well.
Yeah,
and famously,
then we have our
there's
guests.
so much to talk about in Animal Crossing right now.
I feel like
Stop
we
that.
haven't talked in this format since before the 2.0 update. So if you look at it in that prism, there's a lot to talk about.
There is a lot to talk about.
So I know we've all talked about it, and we're probably tired of talking about it, but I think there is a lot to talk about. Especially, I think we're all in very different places in our Animal Crossing journey and content. And, Holly's not even playing anymore. So we're going to talk about that too.
I'm like literally the fakest fan. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. But yeah, no, it's...
Well, you at least played Wild World.
Yeah, Holly's going to play Wild World instead. Holly's
I'm going to get out my DS and just record the screen. So
yeah.
Okay,
so let's kind of go back right after the 2.0 update dropped. So it drops randomly the night before we think we're going to get it. So frustrating, right? I was so mad. I was literally so mad. I had a video collab that I was posting with Tiger that was then null and void because it was about like what we were looking forward to. And then it came out that night and I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I was stressed.
Did you play?
My whole plan was because I was like, right, okay. I'd streamed already that day. I stopped streaming at 8 p.m. and then I literally got into bed and all of a sudden there's this like hysteria on Twitter and I was like, what is going on? I literally thought someone was like I thought everyone was like joking.
Same.
And then I just got out of bed. I was like, I'm in this for the long haul. And I streamed from I think 1 a.m. till about 7 a.m. I did an all-nighter. I was just up all night.
What?
Yeah. And most of that stream was spent trying to donate things to the museum so I could even get access to like most of the things. I don't know how anyone put up with me, truly. If anyone here was there for that stream, I'm so sorry. I owe you like at least 3 hours of just me being an idiot.
Right. Did you stream it, EJ?
I did, because I was streaming on Twitch, but I was streaming a completely different game. I was streaming, I think, Layers of Fear, which is like
oh my gosh, that's like
I know. Because it was October. Well, it was October, and I was like, "All right, ookie spooky times, like let's go." So we were streaming. I was streaming that, and then all of a sudden, all these people came into my chat and were like, "Oh my god, like 2.0 is here," and I was like, "Y'all are lying to me, y'all." I was like, "This is a joke. Okay, I don't believe this." And then all of a sudden, like more people came in, and I was like, "Is this a joke?" And then it wasn't a joke. And so I had to like switch over I went over to YouTube then and then was like, haha, what?
Sorry, I wasn't just live on Twitch. I'm just here waiting. I'm good to go.
And I think I played it for like maybe an hour and a half because I was like tired. I was like 2 hours into another stream already. So I was like, I'm streamed out and I had another video to work on. And the same thing. I was like, all my plans got ruined because it was a day early.
Same.
I guess I can't imagine because I was putting Aiden to bed and people were messaging me and they were like, 2.0 is out. It's out right now. Todd was in here playing Counter-Strike and I was like, you gotta go. You are out. I'm coming in here and I'm getting on right this second. Because I started downloading it and when I saw, because I was like, it's not it. They're just like putting in the update and it's not going to actually let you access it. That's what I thought.
It's just like a pre-install, like pre-patch. But then...
And then I logged on and I was like...
Happens right
Wait
there.
a second.
Yeah.
I was like...
What? Yeah. I guess I wonder what it was like for people who were sleeping. Like, can you imagine being asleep and waking up?
A lot of people.
I would be so mad if
I was so sad for so many people, like, because there are like people, I guess, in like, every community where you kind of sort of know their schedule, and like a couple of my like closer kind of community members, I knew that they were really excited because they'd like booked a day off work on the Friday to do it, and then they have like a, I don't know, like a 9 to 5. So they went to sleep at a good time and they were going to wake up, and most of them woke up to me like streaming, having streamed for like 6 hours.
Right.
And I was like, because we were meant to have this
Hey,
whole like
guys.
party. We meant to have this whole like party on the Thursday night, like update time, whatever. And then I just felt gutted for the people who had like booked time off work and then had to work through the day knowing that this had dropped. I would have called. I'm just saying, I would have called out. I would have called a sickie. I would have been like,
100%.
Sorry, I'm really sick right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm like so
I'm sick. I'm
Yeah.
so sick right now.
So did
See,
you?
on the other side of the spectrum is people like my mother, who is an avid like fan of the game and like plays it all the time. And I was like, Mom, did you play the 2.0 update? And she was like, wait, I thought that came out like next week. I was like, no, it came out in 2 days. For one
My
thing,
mum
Mother.
was the same.
And it came early. She had no idea it even happened.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it was.
I was like, wow, that's not. I was like, I wish that were me.
I wish I didn't feel stressed like that, because I felt immediately stressed, because I was like, oh my gosh, like there's now so much to do and so much like stuff that we can use to build. And there's like, I don't want to call it a space race, but you always want to be someone that like makes a mark when you do like a build, or you want to be someone that discovers something interesting. I think especially from like a content point of view. And I was like, I don't think I can keep up. So I'm just gonna sort of learn what new bits we have. But I mean, it didn't work out very well because I was still overwhelmed.
Did you have a plan like going into it? Like I think we had talked about potential plans of like what you were going to do first and this and that. Did you follow that plan, or did you just kind of, it would just whatever happened?
I think the plan went out the window, but I also don't think I strayed too far from it, because I had to upgrade the museum to access all the like immediate features. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, the cat.
Hello, kitty.
Oh no, stuck on a blanket. No.
Got some of those paws.
Sorry.
Damn.
She was stuck on the blanket.
Yeah.
Is that Gray Mama?
Yeah.
Hi, Gray Mama.
Hello, baby.
He's so cute.
Oh,
yeah, I think I followed my plan at the beginning, because I knew the first thing I wanted to do was like go to resident services and see all the new items. Like that's really what I cared about the most, was what new items.
I went straight to the I did that as well, and
like the Nook Miles kiosk thing.
Yeah. I then, what did I do? I definitely did that, and then then I was like just trying to unlock all the other things, but my museum, because it was on the island that I just haven't really bothered with the museum, I had to literally like go and catch so many things. Treasure islands all went down, so I couldn't just go and pinch. I couldn't go and pinch things from there.
Couldn't even cheat it.
So I had to like literally, oh my gosh, I had to fish and catch bugs in Animal Crossing. I was scarred. But I did it and it was fine.
So wait, why did you choose that island? Was your plan to do that all that day? Like, were you going to work on the museum that day?
Yes, because the Thursday during the day was supposed to be, I was literally gonna, in my Discord, I was gonna be in like voice chat on stream all day and do all of that and prepare for it. And then I literally just didn't have the chance. Like we all like talked about it. We were like, okay, I'm gonna literally jump in voice chat and people can dip in and out and we can kind of help each other like before the update. And then it was already out. And I was like, oh my gosh, by like 8 a.m. I literally looked like dried up SpongeBob. I was I was still like, I want to keep playing.
Why do you think it happened? Do you think it was an accident?
I think it was an accident, and I think what it was just because if you noticed, the time that it dropped was the time it was supposed to drop exactly 24 hours later. So what I think happened is someone just put the wrong date in. For the lock, which also I think means that, and they didn't like acknowledge it. I think that it was a full accident, and I think someone, if not lost their job, got like an earful.
Yeah. I mean, but that brought a lot. I guess it brought a lot of people a lot of happiness, but also a lot of people that couldn't take part, a lot of sadness. So it's kind of like someone had just pressed the big red button just a bit
a little
too early.
Yeah. Just
I
the
think.
hysteria of it all. Like, it was just like,
it was
like,
overwhelming.
I have never had so many Discord DMs, people adding me, people sending me Instagram DMs, like, the update is here, and I was just like, I'm trying.
It's like so stressful.
Like, I'm just over here panicking, like, trying to get set up.
It was really stressful because I think as well, like again, like from a content point of view, it just, although we were expecting, the thing is, right, is that we were expecting a lot of new like furniture, but then it ended up being like, wasn't it, including variations, wasn't it almost like 10,000 bits of furniture, including
like
variations?
Yeah, it was a lot.
But then it was like, I just felt frozen. Like I just froze completely because I was like, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I haven't seen. The treasure islands are all down. So when they came back up,
can't function.
I was like, what do I get?
All over.
And I just like walked around just to see the items. I was like, I don't want to get anything. I just want to see what's available. And yeah, it was a lot for my brain, I think. I was really overwhelmed with it.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice though.
Go ahead.
It was kind of nice. Like, I feel like the day after the update, like that weekend after the update drop was kind of lovely because it felt almost like a throwback to the early days of Animal Crossing in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Where like, because I remember, I think we all like went over to someone's island and like we're just cataloging things, and we were having cataloging parties, and they were like, "Oh, I've got this," and everyone's like finding new items and being like, "Do you know that this is in the game?" And I don't know, there was a lot of like joy and kind of naivete, maybe, like exciting at the beginning.
Right.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still feel overwhelmed by like how much new stuff there is as far as the items go. Like, I still see stuff that I'm like, what is that? I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much. And the thought of like prior to the update, I felt like I knew every item in the game. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, I know this. Now I'm just like, am I ever going to know everything that exists? Because it's just too many.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
I have like there's a like spreadsheet that I have. It's like a Google spreadsheet. It's not like I didn't make it. But I just like go on there because I use an order bot because I like to cheat. And I was like, and I will just like scroll whenever I do a build. I just like spend like half an hour scrolling through and writing down items that are new because like I can't think about it.
Does it show all of the color variations?
It's pretty great.
I need you to send me that spreadsheet.
Anyway, we'll be needing a DM from you after this.
Because I try to go through, I have this app on my phone and I try to scroll through, but it only will show me like one color variation unless I click on it. And I'm like, I don't want to have to click to check and see if there's a color variation that I'm interested in. I just want to be able to scroll through everything.
All the rust. Yeah. Like, I need to see what can be rusted.
What can be rusted, exactly.
Because that is all I do.
Exactly. Yep.
All use.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2.0 was out, but at the same time, Happy Home Paradise came out. Right. So how did y'all prioritize your focus? Did you do both? Did you play one first, then the other?
I started with the update, the base update, like without the DLC, because I think part of the reason was because I didn't have I like hadn't downloaded it on my, because I have two Switches, right? So like I forgot to download it on one of my other Switches. And so I was just like, there was more than enough for me on just the 2.0 update. And then I went over to Happy Home Paradise. Like, I feel like I was late on Happy Home Paradise. I feel like I've been late on. I still haven't finished 30 houses. I still have not had DJ KK. I'm just like, okay.
Okay, cool.
Spoilers, by the way. Sorry.
The only reason I sped run through it so I could customize the houses on my island. That's the only reason. I haven't I feel like I still haven't played Happy Home Paradise. Like, I've done one or two houses,
Yeah.
but I haven't really actually played it because it's almost too overwhelming for me, the thought of it.
It is a lot, and it's such a time sink. Like, I think for me, so I played the update, like the base game stuff, and then I think it was maybe 4 or 5 days later, because I was like, oh my gosh, now my whole island, like the item that I've put there, I now don't have to use that. I can use something else. Like, I spent so much time kind of thinking about that as well. And I started tearing stuff down to like, and like started flattening my beloved Froggy Island, which I still have the dream address for, but like pre 2.0.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I should probably try Happy Home Paradise. And I thought it was really fun. I was like, oh, I actually really like this, but I probably didn't play it for more than 2 weeks. I just found it like overwhelming. I think for me personally, the whole experience was just a bit like too overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like I think my brain just kind of was like, well, I'm frozen now.
Right.
I don't know
That's
what
how
to
I
do.
felt anytime I would go to build something. And like, so I would get on Instagram and I would see people with these like amazing builds already. And I was just like, what is happening?
Like, what is this?
I literally have planted a potato and put down a gyroid. Like, how are y'all?
There was a build on Instagram within 8 hours of the update dropping. I was like, no.
Right.
Take that down.
You are not
Get
doing
rid
this.
of it. We're not doing this yet. No.
Even now, I'm just like, there are like so endless complete islands and all this stuff. And I'm just like,
I have still not finished
my brain, even if I have access to all of the items, my brain cannot process that quickly.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
I feel that.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah. I think the reason why I stopped playing Happy Home Paradise kind of quickly, I think, compared to other people, was because I really wanted to design on my island, but it was kind of like having to go from like a bird's eye view to then having to do everything a bit more manually and like terraforming.
Yeah.
I think I felt like I was getting too used to that way of building and designing, and I was like, wow, I've made this amazing like exterior, but that might have taken me maybe half an hour, but then when I go to my island, it's going to take like 3 hours to kind of figure all of that out. And I think that's why I stopped playing Happy Home Paradise, because it was like a taste of what I wanted in the actual game. So
Okay, so unpopular opinion from me.
Go on.
I mean, just your opinion usually.
Right.
Always unpopular opinion.
Right, true. I don't prefer decorating in that way, like in that bird's eye view, the way you do on Happy Home Paradise. I don't like it. And I think it's just because I'm so used to the manual way of like pushing things around and placing things and just like the viewpoint of it. So I think in the future, if that's how games are going to be, like we decorate that way, I think I'll get used to it. But as for right now, I don't like it. I'm just like, it does not feel natural for me.
Fair.
Like placing the paths is so weird to me. Like I would rather just be down there placing my little paths like I do,
Yeah.
So I do sometimes. I'm like, I'm just going to do it my normal way because I can't do this.
I also totally agree with what Natalie just sent in the chat, saying I don't like the camera angles outside. I feel like I need to zoom. Yes. I always feel like I'm like, it is too small. I need to zoom. I cannot see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I am stressed.
Is there no way to zoom?
Not when you're in the...
Not properly.
Not when you're in like the designing, the bird's eye like thing.
Yeah.
Like you can do it in the camera, sure, but like when you're actually
in and out.
building,
yeah,
it's very difficult and I don't like it.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing with Happy Home Paradise is I think that I always approach it like I need to change my like thought process around it, because I always approach it thinking like, yeah, this is just a house and it's a really small thing and I'll just like spend like 20 minutes on it, and then it takes me 2 hours to do one house, and
Yeah.
I'm like, and I feel like I just always get super impatient because I'm like, this should be something quick. I want this to be quick, and I need to like, I mean, someone was saying like, oh yeah, I did like one house a day, and I'm like, right, I guess I should do that too, maybe.
You're always like, I'm gonna do 5 houses this stream. I'm
Yeah.
gonna set my timer, and it's gonna take me 10 minutes. And I'm just like, there's no way.
Never.
I tried to stream it, but I think I did 2 Happy Home Paradise builds on stream, and then but it was so hard, and then afterwards I just ended up going back and changing it anyway.
Right.
So I was like,
I always say I'm gonna go back and edit them, and I have never gone back and edited my. I've been like, yeah, I'll just come back to this one once it's done. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish it here. Once I get more items, I'll come back. I never go back. I never look back. You know.
I think when I got the roommates feature, that's when I felt really overwhelmed, and then I was like, I think I need to take a step back, like. Because it was kind of like, oh, cool. So now I've got this person who wants a roommate. So now technically the house has to be bigger. Oh, and they also want a second floor.
Oh, the second floor? Stop.
I was like, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
That's a personal problem. Like, I just found it too much.
I also. Oh, hello, Pixel Kato. Kato's an NFT now. She's a pixel art.
Am I? Oh, cool.
Oh,
I can't even look because if I open up a program, it'll break.
She's not fungible.
Right.
Okay, but I feel like another thing I don't like about HHP, and this is again just a very personal thing, is just that it forces you to focus on one area for way too long for my small little ADHD pea brain to do. Because like I am very much someone whenever I'm like working elsewhere, like in my island and my little like builds or whatever, I like work on one area for like 15 minutes and then like walk over somewhere else and work somewhere
Fair
else.
enough.
Yeah.
And you have to just like, you're like, this is your area.
You're there. Yeah.
Make it. And it drives, no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The chat right now is losing their minds over your
My NFT.
Did your Skype do the thing where it like everyone goes pixelated for a second? Mine does that every now and again.
Right.
Just,
okay.
You know, Kato hates the environment. Kato's destroying the environment because she's an NFT.
Don't even get me started on that because I do not like. You have explained it to me twice now, very eloquently, and I still do not get it.
Okay.
I think so.
I have a good analogy if you want it.
Okay.
Say it. Do it.
So, okay, this isn't. I don't want this to be. If anyone's done this, it's totally fine. It's not you. It's just companies that make you think that it's something that it's not. And NFT is basically, you know, those things where you can like buy a star in the sky. And it's like, that star is now yours. It's literally not, though. Like, you can't own a star. Like, you can't own a piece of art that someone else has made or something that someone else has made. Like, it doesn't work like that.
No.
So that's kind of what it's like.
Right. Like, if it's not if you don't physically have it in your home.
Yeah, or if you haven't, like, made it.
You're paying for a receipt.
Yeah.
I want my damn star receipt. Thank you very much.
It's like you go to the grocery store and you buy $1,000 worth of Trick cereal, and then they're like, they give you the receipt, and you're like, okay, thank you, and you just leave all the groceries there. And then if anyone looks at it, you're like, hey, those are my Tricks, by the way, and they're like, can I take them? And you're like, well, sure, but I still have the receipt.
Yeah, it's still mine.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's stupid. Anyways. If Animal Crossing ever comes out with Animal Crossing comes out tomorrow. Tom Nook, Isabelle, NFTs. Do you keep playing?
Oh.
They would never do that.
I've been playing anyway.
Yeah, Holly's not playing.
Holly's like, this is easy for me. Okay?
Holly's not playing. They would never do that. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I guess I would just move on to Stardew or something. I don't know. You know what they do need to come out with? Since we're off topic completely right now. Why are there not Animal Crossing Squishmallows?
Oh.
Can you imagine the absolute madness if they came out with...
It's a no-brainer, but...
like they could do every character. Can you imagine a Hazel Squishmallow? A Chatter Squishmallow?
Yeah,
It would be
Chatter
so
supremacy. No, I'm joking.
No. I hate it.
Chatter's not your least favorite though, right?
No, Chatter's not my least favorite, but definitely like the bottom 5, I would say.
I think
Who's your
Tangy's. I
bottom?
think, is it Tangy's your least favorite or?
No!
Okay.
Tangy is my least favorite. Tangy,
I can
the one
see-
I have a freaking crocheted plushie
Yeah.
of on my wall. I have fan art of her. You think I don't like Tangy? I can't.
Who's your least favorite?
Hippo. Definitely Hippo. 100% Hippo.
Oh,
Hippo and Harry. We've got some
Yeah.
Hippo
I do not
haters
like
in
Harry.
here.
I hate Hippo. I hate Harry. I hate Chatter. I hate. Honestly, I think that's it. That's the 3 I hate. I don't like Poach very much.
Is the problem you have like a problem with yellow?
oh.
Okay, no.
Is that
I don't
why
have
you
a
hate
problem
me?
with it. I personally, if I ever buy something, I will never go for the yellow color because I just personally don't like that color.
Orange is the worst color, so.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing is that like most of the things I actually buy are like black or blue or like gray. I really like orange as like an accent thing.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Like if this chair were all orange, if my Ewin racing chair, if you want to go to that link in my bio and use code EJ for 25% off for Ewin racing, I like that it's just like the orange accents. But if it were all orange, I'd be like,
I see. You like it. You like just a little touches of orange everywhere. Oh, I love that.
a
That's
little
cute.
sauce hands.
I think I don't like the villagers that I think would smell if I was close to them. Like
Stinky?
months ago now, like start of my whole like streaming journey, someone said Harry looks like he smells like boiled eggs and dirt, and I have never forgotten that. And now I just feel like I can smell him whenever I see him. He's not nice.
What about like, okay, what's that monkey's name with the yellow hands? Shari.
Sherry.
Sherry.
With the P hand.
Shari, yeah. Do you like her?
She's fine.
But she pees on her hands.
I don't really care about the pee hands. I mean, who doesn't pee on their hands every now and then on accident, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I would say
We are unhinged currently. This is going in
I
a
don't
bad
like Sherry.
direction.
I don't like Sherry because Sherry was the name of my ex-boss.
Oh.
So I'm
I
like,
thought you were
that's
going to say
fair.
ex-girlfriend.
no,
No.
that's Joy. My high school girlfriend, Joy.
Are y'all still friends?
Not really, actually.
Oh.
She,
Bitter end.
yeah, no, we had very differing opinions on things that recently came up.
Okay.
Oh no.
Perhaps in 2016 and then again in 2020.
Oh, okay.
We were on
Got it.
different sides of those arguments, I would say.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've talked about the 2.0 update. Well,
don't think-
Caroline, thank you for the super chat. What about Klaus? Do you like Klaus?
I don't hate Klaus.
Same.
I don't hate Klaus.
I don't particularly like
I'm
he doesn't
indifferent.
really spark joy. If he were a shirt that I had in my dresser, Marie Kondo would probably tell me to put it away. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily hate him.
I have a question. Okay, this is for you two and also the chat. I'm being deadly serious. How do you feel about Graham? But not only Graham without his glasses on or using like actual cute little glasses. I know he still has glasses on technically, but if you Google Graham without
I'm literally doing that right
glasses, I honestly, he is such a baby. I know. I guess.
Graham?
Oh, he does have cuter glass. He has cute eyes without his little
Yeah.
demon glasses.
Justice for Graham.
I think he's cute.
He's fine.
Yeah, it's the glasses that are the problem.
It is. Yeah.
100%.
You know popcorn chicken, KFC popcorn chicken?
Yeah.
That's what all the hamsters remind me of.
Oh no! Why would you?
Because they look like I could just pick them up and, you know, like.
Not the.
Who is that
popcorn
one
chicken.
hamster? Hang on. Who's the one hamster that they try to like push on us as a popular hamster? Is it Hamlet? They like
Oh, I think so.
hang on.
Hamlet again. I'm not.
They include him on a bunch of like promo things. Him and Flurry, and I'm just like, no one cares about them.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
I
never
care
ever
about
put the
Flurry.
popular ones, like the actual popular ones, on on anything. I have a mug that's got like, it must be Hamlet and Beau. I know Beau is a lot of people's favorites, but I wouldn't say he's like in the top like 10 maybe that people rave
Right.
about. And like whenever I look at
And
that mug, I'm like,
Rosie,
yeah, I mean, I
like
love
she's
Rosie,
cute, but
I wouldn't
The
say
cat?
she's the most popular.
Yeah.
Maybe they like to be a bit diverse.
is that her name? Rosie, the purple
that
cat?
is Rose. Yeah, the purple one.
Yeah, not Bob, but the other one.
She's fine.
She's
not
fine. It's like they're all just fine.
Yeah.
The ones that they use.
I would say like Rosie has like a normal villager rising sign. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Rosie and you're like,
chill.
A normal villager. But then she's peppy and you're like, oh, okay, interesting.
Nice.
But like she's kind of boring.
Yeah, I do like Rosie from an aesthetics, but she's normal. So I find the normals like I always end up with too many normals. Oh, she's peppy.
Yeah.
Oh, right? I hate peppies.
Oh, to be honest, peppies I don't really get on with. But only because I'm also a peppy. I am literally a peppy person, and too many peppies spoil the broth. So I can't be with a villager version of me. That's what it is. It's a me problem.
I'm the opposite. Because like my favorite is a sisterly, and I think that's what I would be.
I love a sisterly.
Yeah.
I love a sisterly.
Yeah.
I want them to be meaner though. I think sisterly should be a little mean.
I think all of them should be a little mean.
Yeah. Why are they not? Yeah. I want them to be mean to me.
I know. I miss it.
I want my villagers to call me a fat, bloated idiot. That is what I want. That's what they used to do. And I want to be... I honestly, I do. I want that. That is what I want. Nintendo, if you're listening, that's what I want. I want to be told I'm useless. I need to be told that. I need to be humbled in that world. Okay.
And I want the children playing this game to have the kind of trauma that I had when, like, whatever her name was, Rosie was like, "You're a fat piece of crap and I hate you and get out of here. You have no sense of fashion and I hope you die. But also go get my VHS." Like, you know, that's what I want.
In the older games, the whole premise was, I don't know for anyone that maybe hasn't played the older games, but I would say not so much New Leaf, but when you joined the town, you were always seen as an annoyance. Like the villagers, over time, they'd be nicer to you, but you're like a stranger barging into this town. They obviously they weren't really that fond of you, but I feel like I kind of liked that. Like they all treated you like an annoying little brother, like sister, like whatever. Like I kind of liked that because I had to work. I had to work for that respect.
Right.
Yes.
Obviously, in a game sense, I feel like that's okay. Obviously, I'm not talking about IRL, but yeah.
I feel like it's more. I feel like they have in Animal Crossing New Horizons, at least, all of the conflict comes out of you, the player, versus like your own creativity and versus the actual environment around you. But not even, because nothing negative ever happens to you. There is no roadblocks other than like having to unlock items or things like that that are actually put in your way. Like nothing negative ever happens. They just have like deterrence in your way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing.
I don't like that.
I don't remember when I talked about this. I don't know if it was on stream or on a video or what I was talking about, but that's one thing. I obviously time travel all the time. It's all I do. Mm-hmm. But that's just because there's no consequence. And I don't know if I necessarily want there to be like some massive consequence where I couldn't do it if I wanted to. But like my flowers aren't affected. My crops aren't affected. Nothing happens. Yeah. My villagers aren't going to move out. Yeah. You know?
That was stressful.
I want those things to happen. Like if I do too much, have someone leave. Or your flowers die, or your crops. It was always
a little bit sad. I remember one. So contrary to popular belief, but Kiki is actually my favorite villager, not Jambet. But I do love Jambet, and she is my mascot and my angel. But Kiki is my all-time favorite villager, and in Wild World, she moved out one day, and I just was like, I felt like I just like lost a. Honestly, I felt like I'd lost a part of me because she had just gone, but it was kind of like, well, I didn't talk to her enough, and I left the game for a few days, but that's okay because people move on, and I'm 8 years old, and that's okay. And I'm
You learned a
learning
life
things.
lesson.
I'm learning life lessons here.
But what if it wasn't just like anyone could randomly leave? What if there was something they would implement, like once you build your friendship up to a certain level, you could give them some kind of like token or like whatever where that person is safe, and you have like 5 villagers that you can
Give them an
have that are
immunity idol.
safe, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think, see, that is the thing, is like, I feel like if you want, they like you have so much control over these villagers' lives, and you've done nothing to earn it.
Right.
Like, if you, right, like, you know, they come up to you, who they've like seen once or twice in the past like 3 weeks because I've been, you know, time traveling, and they're like, hey, I'm thinking of leaving. What do you think, person who I never see? And it's like, no, like, I feel like if you're gonna even have that as an option, that should be from someone that you're like actually good friends with, and you've actually built up their friendship level.
Yeah.
The only thing you earn from friendship right now is they give you a reaction and you get their photo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really it.
And like, you can, they come over, and sometimes they'll barge into your house when you're trying to decorate. Yeah.
That is also stressful.
Yeah.
In New Horizons, I find that really stressful because every single time I get told that I live in in horrible conditions because I have like a swampy island, and I naturally have cockroaches in my house because it's meant to be grim. And then like Lily comes in and she's like, you are disgusting, and then leaves. Like, oh, okay. Thanks.
So Piper, I think what we're saying is they won't, in New Horizons, they will not leave your island. Like,
yeah.
What I'm talking about is like, I want to build up the friendship level, and then there's some kind of thing I can give them so they won't leave. I'm okay with them just leaving randomly.
Just heading off.
I don't know. Maybe that's
the
just
battle
me.
royale mode.
Maybe there could be like 2 different modes. There's like an easy.
Okay, Veronica Seeley, I don't know who you're talking about because I have never gotten mad at a villager, and also, here's the thing. For one thing, generalizing, you've never seen me react to a villager that way. I like the way. Here's the thing. I like having an actual reaction to someone as opposed to not having any reaction. Gotcha. Like, that's the thing, is like, I feel like there was like this one tweet going around about like, oh, y'all wanted the villagers to be mean to you, but then when the snowmen are mean to you, you like are crying on social media. I'm like, and that's okay, that's good. Make me be pissed off about a character.
Yeah.
Like, make me have a reaction. Make me mad about it and have an actual emotional reaction to a character, instead of having like no reaction because everyone is nice to you and never gives you any crap or anything.
Yeah.
It's for the content. For the content,
yeah. Mashups, thank you for the super chat. I hope next AC we can terraform and decorate together.
Yes,
same.
Exactly.
At least decorate.
Yeah.
At least
helps, like, let me get my friends over to like help tear down things.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
Well, like, you could have like a collaborative island that you will work on, and also have your own separate island. That would be fun.
Do you think they'll ever do that though? I just don't think they have this. We can't even go to an island and just play a game.
Yeah.
And it function. So if they were gonna do that, they would have to. Yeah, they would have to
go to someone's island and play games.
We try. Something always happens. Someone gets disconnected or something, And I think some of that has to do with like all of the different internet connections. But isn't that what, like, if you have a server, like if Nintendo hosted like a different server for Animal Crossing, wouldn't that help in that situation. I don't know how the internet works, but you know,
neither.
there needs to be some kind of improvement.
I have no idea how the internet works.
Yeah.
How are we here talking to each other?
It's a series of tubes
on the internet.
I have to say though, on the topic of like next Animal Crossing game,
right.
I'm
Let's
just gonna
talk
put it
about
out there. It's gonna be years. It's gonna be years and years and years.
I disagree.
It's always been years.
I disagree.
I don't think
Really?
that's true.
It's always been years though. It's like Elder Scrolls games. They come out like once every 50 years, and then you're like expected to just deal with it.
Not to fact check you, but I'm gonna fact check you.
Okay,
Fact
so
check you
I
right
know
now.
the time
Go for
between
it.
New Leaf and New Horizons was 7 years.
Yeah.
So
But that's just one game.
right.
True.
Right.
And
No,
they also had the poorly performing Wii U happening
right
after the 3DS. So I feel like
That
they
is
pushed
true.
back
Yeah.
having anything come out because they were like,
agree.
well, the Wii U sucks. So
I think it will be much sooner than we think.
Really?
I
Mhm.
agree.
It was so okay. Number one, I just want to throw this out there. There will be another Animal Crossing game.
Oh yeah.
Like
100%.
I've seen people speculating that maybe there won't be. Absolutely not. They made so much. This is the second best selling game on the Switch.
Yeah.
They will make another one. So it will not be on the Switch. It will be on whatever the next system is, which I
Agreed.
think will come out in the next 2 years.
Maybe.
And then I think Animal Crossing will be shortly after the next
Really?
console comes out.
Yeah.
I think I would just be I honestly think I would just be so surprised like to see it. I think the next Animal Crossing game I think will be like maybe 2026.
I was going to say, give us a date.
So,
Yeah.
funny story.
Go on.
I'm right. No. But
Aren't you always?
no, yes. So the first Animal Crossing game came out 01.
Yeah.
Wild World came out 05. Only
Yeah.
4 years later. City Folk came out 3 years later. The largest gap was between New Leaf and New Horizons, which was 8 years. That's the longest
Interesting.
gap between Animal Crossing games. Whereas like all the previous ones were like 3 to 4 years in
Wonder
between.
why it took
which
them
isn't
so long. Maybe just
nothing.
because the DS version was like, maybe because New Leaf was just still had a load of steam in it, and people were still. I mean,
Yeah.
when you look at like just before New Horizons dropped, the forums for New Leaf was still popping off. People were
know.
still. I was like, damn. Are you going to be okay when the game drops? Like, are you going to be all right? But so maybe it was because of that. But I just have a feeling because of the amount that's in this game and how different it is and how many new mechanics. I think that's why I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me if it took a little while for the next one. I don't know. Maybe that's
Do you
me just
really
being
think the
pessimistic,
mechanics are
but
going to change that much though? Like I think they're going to keep this
I don't
same
know.
model and they're just
Yeah.
going to put
Mhm.
us somewhere else and then
Maybe.
make those
Mm.
improvements that we've been looking for. Like we're going to
Do
be
you
in a
think that the
city or we're
next-
going to be in a something, you know, we're not going to be on an island again. We're going to be in
Do
a
you think
different
that
location.
New Horizons will be to the next Animal Crossing as Wild World was to City Folk? Where like City Folk is basically just
Maybe.
Wild World on a different platform with a city. And
I
like
think the hardest thing is that game to game, it's always ended up like morphing slightly. Like the character model has gotten slightly taller, and it's like, is the next game gonna just be like Sims? Like we're gonna be like as tall as a Sim with like a big bobblehead or something? Like I don't know. I think I don't know.
I feel
I
like
feel
they
like there's
nailed
arguments
it.
for each side. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
I don't know. I feel like they nailed it with the graphics of this, the style of this,
Same.
and I don't see them going away from it. Like I think they'll make improvements,
Yeah.
but I think they're going to stick with it. Like I think this might be like what they wanted New Leaf to look like, but the 3DS
maybe.
just couldn't do it.
Actually,
Yeah.
I tell you what, when you upscale New Leaf, it does look very, very similar to New Horizons. Like it looks like it's the same basically.
Yeah.
Apart from obviously it's still slightly different, but it looks very kind of similar to how New Horizons looks.
I wish
I
they
just
could come up with
don't
some
know.
way to like not like have our, I wish whatever we do in New Horizons could somehow be linked to the next game. I don't know what that would be, but like I wish they would reward people for playing for reward me for my 2,000 hour game time, Like I wish, I don't know what the link would be. I heard like
knowing Nintendo, it'll be like
give me a couple items or something, like one item.
They'll
send me some toilet paper in the mail.
Yeah.
Argo.
Thanks for the super chat. Kato bringing the hotties on the show. I know. Look at who I've got.
Well, you know how it is. I did put on my biggest lashes.
I just want to say that I tried to get them to do the potato, and they both declined.
I can't do it. I literally can't.
Yeah, I just like Holly, I can't.
They can't do it.
I haven't even got a spare webcam either, but I do love the potato.
Yeah, we don't all have 3 different webcams, Kato.
I do have 3 cameras staring at me right now.
I did, but I sold them.
A lot.
I sold the others.
Why?
I didn't need them anymore.
What if you had to host something like this and you got to have 2 webcams?
I'd probably
Why do
use
you
my
need 2
phone.
webcams?
I have to have a different one for Skype than I do for Streamlabs. You can't use the same camera.
Interesting. They are different camera angles.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm. Same with the Snap camera. I have to have my Snap camera as this one that y'all are seeing, and I have to have a different camera because it can't use both sources at the same time.
Yeah, because you can get you can connect with, I think, is it called Epoch Cam? But that's how when I did a boba tea stream, I had like an over the shoulder camera. But you just do it through your phone and it just connects via Wi-Fi and then you just add it as a source.
Oh yeah, I have that too.
Yeah, so I can just do that. But my actual camera it doesn't like stuff like that. If I have to feed it through another program, I don't know why, it just hates it.
Yeah.
Give us potato.
Yeah, y'all just ignore the beginning where I couldn't get my audio to work and we'll act like I actually know what I'm talking about.
Listen. Being a pro streamer doesn't mean you never hit your little hiccups. It means that you hit those hiccups and you persevere.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what being a pro streamer
is
all about.
By the way.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's bring back your duct tape microphone.
Not the duct tape microphone, okay? They were hard times.
Is that the dolphin one? That you would sound like
oh my gosh, no. Way back when I used to make Animal Crossing content, back in the day, 8 years ago, I just had my little Apple headphones and I had to hold them together with a bit of tape and a bit of, a hair bobble.
Oh my!
Because we were poor as heck and I wanted to make content, so I was just but I got so many compliments on that microphone and I was like, it's literally, trust me, it's low budget.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to persevere.
So I'm obviously still streaming and making videos on Animal Crossing. EJ is as well. Holly is not playing anymore.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk about that a little bit? Do you think you'll ever come back? Are you just done until the next game? Where do we go from here? Let's talk about our future in Animal Crossing.
It's a
As
great
players
question.
Or content creators?
Both.
Yeah.
I think
it's a great question because I have played Animal Crossing since literally 2004. It's always been a part of my life. So it's not the kind of thing where if I'm not playing New Horizons, it doesn't mean that I'm not indulging in the franchise. You can't really see it, but I have a whole shelf that's just got Animal Crossing goodies in it and I mean, you can do this at your own discretion, but I do have older Animal Crossing videos on my channel, and I've always loved the franchise. I love them so much, but I have got 4,000 hours in New Horizons. I've got 4,000 hours.
That's a lot.
God.
That's double mine.
Yeah, and you play a lot. You play a lot, but I hyperfixated on Animal Crossing for so long. And without getting into it too much, but when you're a content creator and it's very, so my whole shtick is that I love so many different games that are not like Animal Crossing. I love roguelikes, endurance games, I love horror games, I love giant RPGs, and Animal Crossing feels like kind of like a small portion of what I actually play. And I think I just got to a point where I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling Animal Crossing as a content creator anymore. Well, New Horizons, because like I say, like I have plans to maybe play like City Folk on stream, and like because I did a little bit of New Leaf, but it's kind of different when you're playing it with a controller. It's very optimized for handheld playing and not so much kind of blown up on like a monitor, whereas City Folk kind of is a little bit more optimized for that. But I just think I got to a point where I was like, there are so many other games that I'm addicted to, and I felt like I was in a tough spot because I knew I'd built a following on kind of Animal Crossing, which is totally valid. Like I love Animal Crossing so much, and then I think I just made the decision to like, I'm just going to play what I think feels right for me at the time, whether that's Animal Crossing or whether that's Pokemon or whether that's Skyrim or whether that's, I just want to play what feels right for me. So in 3 months time, I might be like, Animal Crossing, let's go, like let's freaking go, let's go back into it. But I'm a bit of a free spirit, and I kind of switch how I feel all the time. I think part of that is like being dyspraxic, probably, because my brain is always all over the place. So I'm kind of like, one day I want to do this and the next day I want to do that. And yeah, I'm acting on those feelings a little bit more, I guess. Oh, what is your favorite game? Oh, that is so hard. That is such a hard question.
Top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Skyrim.
Okay.
Probably
Which
Fallout
version?
4. Animal Crossing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Animal Crossing as a franchise. I don't know. I have so many games that I love. I love like Risk of Rain and it's so hard to choose. I have like one in probably each genre, but I guess what I mean is that I just struggled, I think, to play one game. And the moment I started branching out, it made me appreciate other games and Animal Crossing a lot more. But who knows? I might go back to it. I don't know.
Well, I feel like you're not alone in that. I feel like a lot of people, I don't know what it was about the 2.0 update, but it was like we got it, and then a couple months later everyone was just like, okay, we got it. It's done. Like, do you think they gave us too much at one time? Do you think, and like I think a lot of it too is people have been playing since March of 2020. That's a long time to play one game.
Yeah.
But there was so much that we were looking forward to. So do you think it was too much at once and it overwhelmed people, and so they were just kind of like, okay? Do you think it was the fact that they allegedly said that we weren't getting anything else, and so now there's none of that speculation left, there's none of that like underlying hype left, that it's just kind of like, okay, this is what we've got?
Yeah. I think the update definitely, like, it was a dump of all these things that they have been talking about, right?
Yeah.
And for me personally, I know that I'm not, like, I'm in a weird space where I actually feel like I'm not over Animal Crossing. Like, I'm like still
Same.
like ready. I don't play every day, but honestly, I haven't played like that since probably like June or July of 2020.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
So I feel like I didn't do that, but I think there's a lot of other things, and I think people also, I think people were already over it beforehand, and them adding a bunch of new stuff didn't necessarily change that. And I think a lot of people expected them to be like, oh my God, it's a completely new game. There's Rooster. And they added a lot of new mechanics, but like in terms of actual substance that keeps you coming back, in terms of actual motivation to still keep going.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, I feel like they didn't really add some of that unless you are someone who cares about the design a lot, which like for me, it really helped.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I
think
wish someone said something about I wish it was spread out, and I agree.
Yeah.
Like there was so long where we were getting something like every month, and I wish they had done it that way, where it was like, okay, now for Thanksgiving you guys get cooking, and then the next month we get something else.
Yeah.
But like I'm in the same boat. I am not burnout of Animal Crossing. I am constantly like,
you're a machine.
What am I gonna do now? You know, I already have like 3 islands I want to do, and you know, like how am I gonna? That doesn't mean I'm gonna finish them. That's just what's going on in my head. And
I think I would have liked them to trickle the stuff in. I just think and this is, I feel like this is difficult territory, because I feel like everyone that plays Animal Crossing like loves and lives and breathes Animal Crossing, and it's like, I think it's very hard. I'm one of these people. I think it's very hard to completely please a lot of like a group of people that are so passionate about something. Like you see it with Pokemon as well. Like you know, I think so. It's kind of like, you know, if they did trickle it in, would we be having a different conversation of should they have just given it to us in bigger bunches, or and like I don't know how I would feel. Like, so I really mean that, like looking at both sides. But I think it's something about, and I don't know what it is about New Horizons, but apart from the decorating and building and villager hunting aspect, there's not really something that keeps me like, I'm not bothered about the museum, but that was always my favorite thing, was the museum. I used to love collecting things, like, you know, all the Mario furniture, because you'd get like fortune cookies, and you just had to hope that or like Nintendo furniture, I should say. But then in this, it was kind of like you could just buy them. And I don't know what it is, but I think it's just the things that I love Animal Crossing for. I've had to kind of mold and adapt with this game. And I think that's why I got burnt out several times, but especially now. It's so hard. It's such a hard question, because it's and I feel like it's the reason I always compare to the older games is because New Horizons is so different to the older games. So when I look at kind of how those worked and how this one works, it's really hard to not compare them, even though they're completely different. But what Animal Crossing was, I think, was more what I loved it for, whereas I've had to adapt a little bit, I think, with this one. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I think that for me personally, like I think looking at the previous games, and I think someone in the chat hit the nail on the head. Ruthers was saying like there's no long-term story. There's not like any activities, there's nothing left to explore. If you're not into direct decorating islands, like you've kind of gotten what you wanted out of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And looking back at all of my experiences, because I've played since GameCube, you know, I've played every one. I actually was not into New Leaf because for me, there wasn't anything really that new from the other games. I was like, I've already paid off my debts to Nook like 1,000 times. I've filled up my museum like 17 times, and like there's no new fish or anything. And even if there were new fish, it wouldn't be exactly a different game.
Yeah.
Like the mechanics are still the same. So what has kept me going with New Horizons is none of the stuff that they introduced with with the 2.0 other than the new items. Because what's kept me going is my own, like, oh, I want to create within New Horizons.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back for the thing exactly like the games, but what I'm bringing to the game and what it allows me to do.
Right.
Definitely.
Well, and do you necessarily think that that's a bad thing?
No.
Like, I think
No.
Animal Crossing caters to so many people. And I think sometimes a lot of people have an unrealistic expectation of what they're supposed to be getting out of Animal Crossing. So, like, if you take a step back, you've got that whole storyline. Now, could there be more depth to the original storyline? Of course.
Sure.
Could there be better villager interaction? Of course. But you've got this whole storyline, which I remember taking me a substantial amount of time to get my island to 3 stars and then to 5 stars when I was playing without time traveling.
Yeah.
So you've got that base game for the people who want to play like that. And for some people, I think that's enough. Like for Sean, Sean played to 3 stars, he got credits, and he was like, okay, I've played the game. And even for those people, I think the $60 price tag of Animal Crossing is justified. So then when we continue to go and we're thinking, okay, I need more content, I need more content, I need more content. Like I've been playing for close to like between 1,500 and 2,000 hours. Is it really like, I just feel like I cannot be like, hey, you know, Animal Crossing should be longer than this or more than this. Like it's honestly like that's the thing. Someone asked earlier in the chat I saw, do you think Animal Crossing is losing its appeal for content creators? I think some, yes. Like Holly is at the point where she's like, I need to take a break. But I think what's so unique and appealing about something like Animal Crossing, something like The Sims, is it's endless. There's endless creations. There's endless things you can do within your own creativity. So for me, I just can't expect Animal Crossing to give me more gameplay
than it already
that.
does.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like,
I think it's so worth honestly, I mean, I have paid like £50 for games that I've played for 20 hours and I've been satisfied, you know, like I think it's all about the experience. So I definitely think it's so worth the price tag. Like it's, you know, I guess it's so hard to, and Animal Crossing is one of those franchises that the fans go so hard. Like they really, really do. It's the same with Pokemon. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is what I've been playing recently. And that whole fandom, they go so hard. Like it becomes like kind of like a way of life in their own little franchises in a way.
Right.
And I think it's very hard to always cater to everyone. And I think that's why New Horizons is really, really good, because you can get out of it what you want out of it. Like if you want to design something, if you want to just, you know, catch bugs and catch fish and not time travel, and then you can do that, you know. And like my mum, she plays like day to day. She doesn't time travel. She just loves the simple, you know, kind of basic, like go catch bugs, put a couple of furniture pieces out. Whenever there's like a holiday or something, she always gets a bunch of furniture and puts it out, and she doesn't really know what she's doing, but she just enjoys it. And I think there's I think Animal Crossing content creators, it's quite a niche, and it's quite tough because there's so many other factors that you have, you know. I think it can make it a little bit cloudy. And I think that's what happened with me, because if I wasn't doing all this, I probably would still be playing it a lot. But there's so many things that come along with content creating with a certain game, you know?
Yeah.
But
so
I might come back to it.
Yeah. So how do you feel? This is for both of you. We're 4 years down the line. We'll just kind of go in the middle here. 3 years down the line, whatever it is. The next Animal Crossing game is coming out. Number one, are you making content about it? Do you think you'll still be making content? Do you think you're going to be okay? And number two, when that game comes out, are you playing slowly?
No.
Or are you going to time travel immediately?
Oh,
That's hard
that's
because
interesting.
I said I was gonna, because I time traveled in New Leaf, not to achieve the same things as in New Horizons because it's totally different, but I have always time traveled in every Animal Crossing game, and I have always.
I didn't even know what it was in New Leaf. I didn't know it was a thing.
I didn't really get it entirely, but I did do it. And I think I would be making content about it, but I think I would try and learn from personal mistakes I think I have made for my kind of own journey, I think. But whenever an Animal Crossing game comes out, I will always play it. I will always buy into the franchise. I love it so much.
Yeah.
I think I would have a hybrid of doing some things a bit quicker and then doing some things a bit slower, I wouldn't make it my 24/7 thing like I did when New Horizons came out, I think.
Yeah. I think for me, I would probably, it's a weird question because I think just in terms of my personal trajectory as a content creator, I didn't even start playing. I wasn't a content creator when New Horizons came out.
Right.
Like, and so when I was playing, I took the like viewpoint of like, okay, I want to play like how the people like how they like intend for this to be played. I'm gonna like play it by the books. I'm not like I'm trading if I want to get different color variations. I'm doing very normal by the books things. And what actually got me to start doing like time traveling was when I started creating content.
Same.
And
same.
It's because it like honestly it
forces you to. You have to keep on top of. You have to like. Okay, so when I think about Bobby and what he did a museum build that involved like 3 or 4 bridges, and it took him 10 days in total. And I said to him, just time travel. Like, why would you put yourself through it? And then after he did that, he was like, I think I'm going to time travel for builds, because when you're creating content and uploading so many times a week, he's like, it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Yeah, it's just difficult.
So I think like if a new game came out, I'm not sure. I think I would probably still time travel, but I wouldn't try to. I would try to like take my time with it.
Time travel when it's necessary.
Yes.
But in other aspects, kind of just like take it. So like I think I wouldn't make it my whole shtick. I would just sort of add it into what I'm currently doing, as difficult as that would be. But I think that's how I would do it personally.
I just wish like as a whole, everybody would just be like, okay, like all the content creators, like we're all just gonna just take a minute. Can we have like a couple weeks where we're not all frantically trying to be the first person to finish the something, like that kind of stuff is what stresses me out. I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah. I feel like
it is stressful.
For me, I feel like I'm trying to build I know that I can't do that. So I'm trying to build a brand of content creation that isn't built on being the first person to do this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more like I want to see EJ do this thing and be stupid and have fun.
Yeah.
And like that's what I want to have my brand based off, so that I don't have to necessarily worry about that, because as a content creator, that was like super stressful, because I think at the beginning of 2.0, I was like, oh, I need to like get a tutorial out about how to get this thing. And because I wasn't sure if like that was gonna, because I was like, that's how you get big. I don't know. And so I was like stressed
difficult
about that.
I think it's like a bit of a
no more.
It's so okay. The feeling that I feel, and I feel like I can speak for everyone, but when you are a content creator and something new drops, that your whole body turns into mush. You are. I am putting my makeup on. I'm shaking like this. I'm trying to put it on. I'm trying to like. It is so stressful. And the moment I stopped doing that, I was just like, I feel better now, and I'm just going to be stupid online. And that is what I'm going to do. Like, there are some people that get stuff out straight away, and I love that so much. And I think I realized that I could never be without sacrificing maybe how I feel or how, like, it's difficult. I think it's difficult.
Yeah.
But it's a brain melter, honestly, when a trailer drops or an update drops, or you just want to be the first to be this person that finds this amazing thing, but you're up against so many amazing, even though it's not a competition, but there are so many amazing people in this space that it's kind of like you all want to be first collectively and you all want to enjoy this thing, but there is also that part that's like, oh, but imagine if I have a video that just does so well compared to my other videos. And I think it's so difficult. So difficult.
But I think it's hard too, because even if you have a video like that, like if that's not what your channel is going to be about, then does it matter? You know, like one video.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
I can't be that person. I can't be the person.
Yeah.
Like some of my videos, I talk about stuff that's out or this or that, but the basis of my content cannot be like that, because the stress of it all,
it's stressful.
Cannot.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like, I also, after the 2.0 update, I had that one video about Cap'n Islands blow up and get like hundreds of thousands of views. And that was so exciting. And it brought like so many new people into my community, which was like great. But at the same time, I'm like, I've been considering so much over the past couple of weeks, just like deleting the video, because I'm like, I feel like if you watch this video first, this is not what EJA
That's
Plays
not what it's about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do not talk about guides anymore. I'm fully about like, I just like.
I totally feel that though.
So I'm just like.
I had a New Leaf. It's still up. I had a New Leaf life hacks video, and it's on. I think it's about. I think maybe like 110,000 views. I leave it up because, I mean, it's a garbage video, but I left it up because I was proud of the views, and it's just, I think it shows how long I've been enjoying this kind of stuff for. So I wanted to do that, but that's not like, I don't really do videos like that anymore. And I tried, like, when New Horizons first came out, I was doing like tips and tricks and, how to do this and how to do that. Well, sort of. But I think I very quickly was like, I just like being stupid. Like, I want to do stupid things. Like I'm not too put together as a person. And I just didn't really feel like me, And now I'm just a bit of free spirit and just doing whatevs.
Some of my favorite to do are like the tips and tricks that are relevant to like what I like to do. Like that new camera video. I love making that because I want to do that all the time. And like the cliff trees, I do those all the time. Yeah.
That was
so like I do enjoy making those videos, but it's just like, I remember the panic that I felt when I was out of town because I just had surgery. And this huge update comes out while I'm gone. I was just like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
So then I got home and I was like, I frantically got like 4 videos filmed to go out.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot. I think. Yeah, I think for Animal Crossing players, it's been a weird couple of months. I will say that. And I think for content creators, it's been a weird couple of months because your brain, when there's new stuff, your brain just does not focus on anything else. It is mine goes in overdrive. I'm like, I need to film every single little thing, and then I need to try and make something out of it, and then I need to I also need to sleep. I also need to take a break from everything. And that goes out the window, I feel.
Yeah. The update I was talking about is the one that they just posted as a blog post, and it was like the Sanrio update. They added the custom design slots, all that stuff. Someone asked that. I also saw someone asking, since I have y'all here too, for anyone trying to get into content creation with Animal Crossing, or maybe they have been for a while, do you have any tips for them on what to do? I guess my biggest tip is try to find something. You've got to find something unique to you.
Yeah.
Especially right now, because the game has been out for so long. It is a very saturated space.
Yes.
While it is niche, there are
It's like a saturated small space.
There are a lot of people in it. So you've got to find something unique to you. You've also got to try to create the highest quality content that you can within reason, like within what you have. Like we all start somewhere. I'm not proud of my videos that I made 2 months ago. Like I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I'm definitely not proud of the ones I made when I first started. I started with like just my laptop and I used the microphone in the laptop and whatever. But just try to research. Like for me, I'm 100% self-taught as far as editing, you know, audio, all of that stuff. So do your research. There's so many videos on YouTube about how to record, how to edit, how to, you know, edit your audio, all of those things. Because if you're just starting now, like those things, because there's so many people in the space,
they're gonna matter.
Those things have got to be like, you know, good, if not better than what's already existing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nate, thank you for the super chat. Absolutely adore you three. Definitely recommend a break for those with burnout. I log in, collect my miles, and then log out.
Yeah.
Breaks are fine.
Totally valid.
Yeah, breaks are fine.
Yeah.
Is there anything else y'all would say for people trying to start out?
I think, I mean, I think that you're totally right. Like finding what is unique to you is so important.
Yeah.
And also like trying to stay true to what you enjoy.
Yes.
Because I think that will bring you more satisfaction as well as your audience.
Yeah.
Like when I like the stuff I'm making now is not like textbook. Like this is going to get you all the views. Like that is not like, I would not be on any freaking like YouTube creator influencer YouTube channels talking about like all the crazy success I have. Like, that's not my thing. I am just like, I'm doing stuff that I really like, but people are responding to that because they like that. But also I think patience is so important. Because, like, at the same time, like, I've been doing this for over a year now. And it's just been because, like, you keep at it and you just keep going and keep posting videos and listening to people in your comments and adjusting your stuff. You have to keep going because, like, there's no shortcut to get it done.
Right.
Yeah, there isn't. I think.
There's no. And, like, that's the other thing is also just that I think when I started, I thought that it was all about, like, collaborations. And getting other people to like shout out my channel. Like, how do I get other people who are already in the space to shout me out? It's like that got me maybe 100, maybe 100. But the big stuff that actually gets you a dedicated following is not other people rating you, is not other people shouting you out, is not other people collaborating with you. It's you being you, and then people will find you. Yeah. Also, working your thumbnails and your titles.
Yes.
Me?
No, everyone.
I do need
thumbnails and titles are really important. They have to be a good balance, I think, of like not clickbaity, but also not completely obvious as to. It needs to be a nice balance, I think. And I think actually, do you know what, EJ? I think that's a really like genuinely. I was trying to think of a point, but that is such a good point. Like you will not. Your vibe attracts your tribe, and you will not find your tribe through others' vibes. Yes. You will only find them through who you are. And I know it's so like cheesy because every YouTuber and creator is like, be yourself, be your authentic self, live your truth. But like it's so true. Like it's such a of course, someone really popular could make a video and you could sort of try and emulate that, but that's them. That's not you.
Yeah, they're already doing that.
They're already doing it.
So they found the market on it and they are serving it. you have to make your own market.
Yeah, you have to, and I think sometimes, like, especially when you are creating, sometimes there are a lot of questions like, oh, how did say, like, oh, Holly, how did you do this? And Holly, how did you do that? And like, no one wants to gatekeep information, but for me personally, part of this journey was research and learning and experience and making mistakes. And sometimes that is the best thing to do, is just learn through your own kind of hands-on, I guess, experience. That's, I think for me, that was the biggest thing. And at the end of the day, no one is the same as anyone else. We all bring something really different to the table. And but it's so much more than, oh, hopefully if I can get a shout out from, this person, then you might have one person stick around from that hundreds of thousands of people that you get promoted to. But honestly, you just have to keep doing you.
Yeah.
Right.
That is it.
Agree. Lauren, thank you for the super chat, by the way. It disappeared on my screen, so I can't read it, but I did read it in the moment, and thank you very much.
Lauren said, hearts for you all. Talking about being silly and authentically you is amazing / refreshing. Grateful for the love, vibes, and effort you all give. But since it's Lauren, it's probably hearts for you all. Talking about being silly and authentically you is refreshing.
Gosh, that.
Grateful for the love, vibes, and effort that you all give.
Oh my god,
that was 10 out of
spot
10.
on. Honestly,
that's exactly how Lauren speaks.
Exactly, that is spot on.
Yeah. She sounds like the king in Brave.
100%. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh dear.
I think I saw someone else asking, I don't know who it was, asking about, like, and I've gotten this question a lot recently about, and then we'll like wrap it up. I don't mean to keep y'all this long.
I'm having fun. I'm chilling. We're
about like streaming.
Stuff.
What did you say?
I said we're just shooting this stuff because I remember.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
My gosh,
I can
yourself.
censor myself. I just don't like to.
So I've been getting this question a lot about streaming and growing with streaming. And honestly, like, having Holly's perspective might be really helpful because I feel like Holly has really grown so much on Twitch, especially like this past year. And that's something that I don't have experience with. I streamed on Twitch a couple times and then I was just like, why am I doing this? I have, so when as a little like backstory, I started making content back in June of 2020, the end of June. I did not really start streaming until probably October-ish is when I started to like consistently start streaming. So by that point, I think I had around 8,000 to 10,000 subscribers maybe. So I like to put that in perspective because it's not like I just started streaming and then I had like 100 people just randomly following me. You know what I mean? So because of that, that's one main reason that I chose to stream on YouTube is because I'm like, I already built this group of people. I don't want to try to get them to go to another platform. We're not counting that, Emily. My 5-hour hunt for Beryl where I didn't find Beryl. That stream doesn't count. That stream doesn't count. But so that's why we initially, and Todd helped me a lot in like making that decision. He was like, why are you going to try to stream on Twitch? It doesn't make any sense. And I was just like, well, everyone else is doing it. I need to do it. Then,
a lot of people moved over around that time, me included. That's when I did it. I think a lot of people did it then.
So with that in mind, I feel like I'm not the best one. Like, my advice when I tell someone about like trying to grow their stream, and I've watched countless videos, countless hours of like, what's the best way to grow your channel or grow your live stream or do this or do that. And a lot of people say creating other content is the best way to grow your live stream. End of story. Making YouTube videos, growing your following on Instagram, TikTok, another platform that is not Twitch specifically. It's very hard to just simply grow on Twitch. So I guess my question is, do y'all have any advice on like growing? Is there anything someone can do beyond creating other content? You know, because Holly, I feel like your how to grow your channel, use vegetable filters. That's what Todd said.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, perfect.
So like obviously, Holly, you had a group of you had your community from YouTube going into Twitch, but I do feel like you've grown a significant amount since then. So is it just like promotion? Is it Twitch is just helping a sister out? Like, what is that?
It's a really good question. Like, to give some backstory, I streamed on YouTube for about 2 months, and I'm someone that likes a lot of like really techie integrated things, and at the time YouTube wasn't really scratching that itch for me. And I was also like, this is me being completely honest, I was also enjoying streaming a lot more than making videos, and I've always enjoyed that. I think as time's gone on, I've realized that I much prefer like streaming to videos. And you know, I understood, okay, this was just for me personally, this isn't for everyone, because YouTube is also very good for this, but you know, I was working towards being a full-time streamer or content creator, which I'd always wanted to do. And my understanding was that Twitch had better earning potential because of different avenues that you can earn income through. And I'm not, it wasn't because of that, but it was kind of like, okay, so the pros of me going over to Twitch are I can do stupid, nerdy, techie stuff and have silly things come up when I want them. I really liked all of the different features, and I'd always wanted to stream on Twitch, but I think for me, I've had like such a journey. Like, my journey on Twitch has been so up and down. From like a numbers point of view, I think the best thing you can do if you're trying to grow with streaming is, one, are you making content already? And where is that? Like, where is that content? Are you making it on TikTok? Are you making it on YouTube? Are you doing both? Or like, what is it? And then try and, if you can, slowly like drip feed into the platform that you want to be on more. So I started off I basically did a stream and I said, gang, I know I normally stream like today, but I think I want to stream on Twitch. And I was like, and those of you who want to, you can come over and I'll see you on Twitch in 10 minutes. And those of you that don't want to, I totally understand. And I did lose some people along the way, and that was tough.
Right.
But I felt so much happier. I felt like I had so much more control over everything. And then I just literally built it from the ground up. I've, made sure I always raided, made sure my channel was accessible, closed captions, things like that. Like screen reader friendly panels. And at the time I had some people in my community that were like hard of hearing, and that was always a huge focus for me, was like making it really accessible for people. And I felt like I could do that more on Twitch than I could on YouTube. So that was a huge thing for me. And I did, lots of raids. I made sure it was accessible. I tried to make a difference where I could. If there was someone I could see that was struggling, or someone that I could help and form connections with, then I would try and kind of go over there. And I think it's a really difficult thing. But then that was when I was doing Animal Crossing all the time. And then sort of like June last year, I went through a total change, and I was like, I need to branch off, and that was really hard for me. Like not many people know how hard it is to go from this many viewers to this many viewers. Like people don't understand how crushing that feels. It's really difficult, but I was like, okay, but this is true to me. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to keep doing it. And I wish I had done that sooner. Like I wish I had played and done what I wanted to do from the get-go. So if you are someone who wants to stream, and I would just say, just play what you want to play. Do what you want to do. Don't push yourself to do stuff that you don't want to do. Like when you're not having fun, stop. If you're not having fun, if you're not finding it exciting, stop. Take a break. Maybe focus on like 2 games that you enjoy and alternate them. Give yourself a bit of like, you know, like for me, for example, I went from being an Animal Crossing streamer to now I play Pokemon, Cooking Mama, and Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I literally, am covering so many different like demographics, and that's happiness to me. Like that's what I really love. So I think as long as you keep happy, and if at any point you're like, I'm not feeling happy in what I'm doing, look at your stream from like an aesthetics point of view. See if you want to change anything from a tech point of view. See if you want to change anything from an engagement point of view. You know, I think, lead from the top. The people that enjoy your content, they will find you. Like they will, and you will get a core audience. Not everyone of my followers wants to watch Pokemon. Not everyone wants to watch Cooking Mama. Not everyone wants to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't blame them. It's a horrible game.
Right.
But as long as I'm having fun, I don't really care. I'm like, cool. And detach yourself from numbers. Numbers are really toxic. Try and detach yourself and just think impact over numbers. Always. You know.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay. And then EJ, you do both.
Nice. What?
You do both.
Yeah.
So
I do both. Yeah. Well, I think what's crucial about this is that I don't invest in Twitch. I am not going to Twitch with the intent of like, oh, I'm going here to grow. I'm not.
Right.
Like I don't think my Twitch has any impact on my YouTube growth, and I only go on Twitch because I just like to play other games and hang out with other people. And it is like, you know, I have a tiny fraction of the kind of viewers that I get from my YouTube over there, right? So like I feel like Twitch for me is not necessarily like I think a platform that I'm invested in growing on. I just go there for fun. So
that's like, perfect though.
And
you're having fun.
Because for me, honestly, like, you know, I think if I had to pick one, like streaming or videos, I would pick videos because I actually really like the editing part of it, and that part's like that is what really makes me excited and I have fun with. So
you want to edit my videos?
That right. So that's why I'm invested way more in my YouTube channel than I am in Twitch.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think it's like figuring out what you want to do. Like Twitch won't be for everyone, YouTube won't be for everyone, and I know people that literally like hate Twitch. Like they'd rather not even bother with it. Like for many different reasons, but or people don't like doing videos, or people don't like streaming, and I think for me, like a big turning point was like, what do I love more? Like if I had to give one up, would it be streaming or videos? I was like, I'll give up videos. And I have multiple times, and anytime I've had a YouTube hiatus, I've still been streaming. And I think that's how I know that like that's what's important to me. So anyone that is wondering about streaming and things in general, like think about what would make you happy in that moment. Like what, if you had to choose, you might not have to choose, like, but if you had to choose, what would you choose? And then build it like that.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think just like, I think just also like with specifically, I feel like there's a lot of people who kind of are looking to YouTube as a platform to grow as a streamer on. I feel like it's not a good platform to grow as just a streamer on.
Yeah.
Just because people don't come to YouTube to watch a 3-hour video that is uncut, unfiltered, and a live stream. Like
Yeah.
people just don't come to YouTube for that. Like I think the only reason I have been able to have my streams on YouTube grow is because people find my videos and then they're like,
Yes.
oh, that's that guy that made that one video that I kind of like. Let me see what his stream is like. And then
Yeah.
like it's another level of investment. Whereas like on Twitch, people are coming to watch a stream. You're coming because you want to spend 3 hours watching a video.
Yeah.
Whereas like I go on YouTube to watch like people make fun tables.
Yeah. Or make people
that's been
like
big
mud
thing.
huts and like really fun like
Yeah.
cool things like in the jungle, like or
Yeah,
like
I love
spider
those
versus a
videos.
tarantula, or like a scorpion. Like that's like it's always like short things for me, I think.
I love watching all that kind of stuff.
I
Yeah.
think you
My
also
new niche has been enamel tables. It's very fun.
Yeah.
right.
Sorry, keep going.
I think you also have to assess, like there has to be some self-reflection and assessment of what your content is, because like I told you guys like I watch a lot of other YouTubers and like what their advice is, and so like take that with a grain of salt. Like we all have very different advice and different, while there is some, there are some things that we agree on, obviously. Some advice may be applicable for some people and it might not be for other people. So you have to take the advice and apply it to yourself. Like, is this something that's going to work for me? Like the first thing that comes to my mind is a lot of people will give you the advice to like unlist your live streams and like people aren't going to want to watch them. But I think my style of content lately has been a little bit more chaotic and frantic, but in general, it's pretty low key and chill. And I think it's something that people can like have on in the background. So I do think a lot of people do watch my VODs as opposed, and that's just for anyone who doesn't know, a VOD is just like video on demand. It's just your live stream saves as a video. People can go back and watch it, as opposed to like if I was playing Halo or Fortnite, people probably aren't going to want to go back and watch that. But like playing something chill like Animal Crossing and we're all just like hanging out, it's different. You know what I mean? So like think about, okay, what kind of content am I making? What kind of games am I playing? What am I doing?
Yeah.
And then apply the advice when it's applicable. You know what I mean?
I think so. Like just as like a meet in the middle, and something that I've realized I think is my kind of direction, because I also love editing. Like I love that side, but I also struggle a lot with like I have like a chronic illness that I have to deal with sometimes, and it's just a bit of a nightmare. So I can't always and I'm like always sick basically. Like right now I've got an awful ear infection. I literally can't hear out of this ear. I can't hear out of this ear at all. And I had COVID at the start of like this month. Like I literally so I have to do things that I think are kind to my energy levels, because I can't always keep up with YouTube videos. But what I can do is I can stream, and I can then chop those streams down into like highlights. Like I did a Five Nights at Freddy's one, and no, it didn't get like the most views I've ever had, but I really enjoyed making it. And I think for me that's like a nice middle ground. Like I take my streams, I edit them down, I just make them funny and lighthearted, and that's also a good like meet in the middle, I think, because not everyone is 100% like able-bodied to maybe do lots of different things at the same time, and I think that's something that is really important as well. It's just about your energy levels and how you're taking care of yourself, but also making content. And if you have to do like a meet in the middle and everything, then you do a meet in the middle, you make it work. Doesn't
that's
have
another
to be one
thing,
or the other.
Using that advice. So like a great way, if you don't have time to make other content, like if you don't have time to make videos on top of streaming, take your streams, chop down like a 30-second clip, throw it on TikTok, like something funny happens or something, whatever, I don't know.
There is literally
Animal Crossing is different because you're not like shooting people. You don't have some like great shot or something, but something funny happens with a villager or something funny happens on stream. Cut it down, edit it, throw it on TikTok, link to your YouTube channel or your Twitch or wherever you're trying to grow. But that's just another way to like use another platform to try to bring people to whatever platform you want to be your main thing. You know, I don't do TikTok because I can't. I have a couple.
Have time.
It's a lot.
If you want a really easy way to do TikToks, there is a website called Streamladder. You put the VOD in, you don't even, or the clip in, or whatever it is, or the video file. You don't even need to download the thing if you haven't got it. It automatically puts it into a layout that it has literally saved my life. You can do it obviously with shorts as well, because at the end it'll either publish to TikTok for you, or you can download it and put it elsewhere. Streamladder, everyone. Streamladder.
Oh my God.
All you do, I honestly, hashtag not spons or affiliated, but it helped me so much, because now you put the VOD clip in, perfect. It then says, right, adjust to where your webcam is, adjust to where the gameplay is. It automatically puts it in its correct layout and you download it and it's done.
What? Can you add text and stuff over it?
I think so, if you want to.
Yeah.
You can trim it if you want. Like, it's like, streamladder.com.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Not sponsored. There's the link.
It is, and
I'm literally looking at this right now.
Buy like a pro version. I bought it because I think it was something like £4 for like a year or something stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
It has helped me so much. I made 4 or 5 TikToks in the space of 5 minutes the other day. And TikTok is currently the fastest growing. TikTok, I think, has now succeeded. Was it Facebook or some other like huge like social media titan? It has like exceeded. You can do it with non-stream videos as well. You just upload the file and then just trim it to how you want it, and then it's done. It literally saved my bacon completely.
That's amazing.
Now, here's my question: is it just like basically taking your file, when you put a thing up, is it just like basically saying, here's your gameplay video down here, and here's your face cam up here?
You can just move them however you want.
And like, but is that all the service does for you, or?
Yeah, it literally just works out where
and then you have to like trim down like what clip you want out of that.
Well, the thing is I suppose with Twitch, like, you automatically have like clips because people clip your channel, but I know people do it on YouTube as well. But like, for example, if you have a video that has like a funny bit in it and you still have the file, like, just snip that little bit out of it, chuck it on that website, and then you're good to go. Yeah. It is very helpful, honestly. More so, I think, with Twitch streaming, because you just put in the link to the clip, so you don't even have to download anything. It's actually wild. And it just does it. And it uploads directly to TikTok if you want. I tend to download it and then upload it, because then I can just type in like tags and captions and stuff. But yeah, it's life-changing. So Streamladder.
There you go.
There we are. I'll wait for that sponsorship.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anything else? Do we have any last little questions, or do y'all have anything else to add? Or I feel like we shifted this to a non-Animal Crossing.
A content creator.
Yeah.
I think it's good though. I think not a lot of. I think sometimes as well it can be like kind of awkward, like maybe approaching like creators. Like, I don't know what would be classed as established, like, but you know, I think for new creators, like, it might be hard to just be like, hey, can I have your help with this? Whereas like, I feel like a setting like this, you kind of get 3 different people, because I feel like all of our content is like so different, you know. Like, I mean, EJ, you stream on YouTube and Twitch. KO, you stream on YouTube, and I stream just solely on Twitch, and not always like sort of cozier sort of simulator games.
Right.
So I think you get the experience from like 3 different people, which is, I think it's priceless.
Oh, the new Pokemon.
I love the new Pokemon too. Shameless plug. I uploaded a Let's Play on my
Yes.
other channel this morning.
Yeah.
So if you're
You
so
already
here's my
have a
thing.
Let's Play up?
Huh?
You already edited a Let's Play?
Just the first one. What do you mean already edited? Let's Plays are like I'm not you. I'm not clipping tons of things and doing all these things. No. It's gameplay and me talking. And I cut out the parts where I stop. So
Yeah. Massive hype for your new
that.
channel.
So here's my thing. I was not planning on talking about this channel. I was hoping to wait until after I hit 100K, but Pokemon came out and I wanted to play it. So here's my thing. I don't want people to just go subscribe just to subscribe. Like, only subscribe if you think that you're actually going to watch me play other games. I do plan on streaming over there as well. That doesn't mean I'm cutting down on my Animal Crossing stuff, but I'll be playing like Pokemon, Sims, Stardew, whatever else is going to be over there. So I think they're linking it. Yeah. Bree is linking it in the chat. Casual Kato, I have a Let's Play of Pokemon up. I tried to stream it yesterday, but if you were here, they told me I had to wait 24 hours. I do want to play Zelda too. Yes, I'm playing all the things. I also have a ton of like eShop games that I kind of just want to like randomly like hop on one day and be like, okay, let's try out this game or let's try out this game. You know what I mean? I just think it'll be fun to play other stuff. So there's that.
Yeah. I just want to say as well, for anyone here that kind of solely consumes Animal Crossing content, like that's totally cool. Like no one wants to kind of tell you what to or not or what not to watch. But I promise, like, if you are someone that only watches kind of Animal Crossing content, you might be surprised with what other games you end up liking if you watch it through the eyes of someone that you usually watch. And you never know, like exposing yourself to different games, and it genuinely is also good for the creator, and it's also good for the viewer, because you don't know until you see maybe someone experience it.
Yeah, I agree. Like if you like, watching Animal Crossing through my eyes, I feel like you might also like that perspective on like Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
And like there might already be 3 videos out there for you to watch. And like you're really getting in on the ground floor there, because like those videos don't have a lot of views yet. So you're like, listen, you're inner circle mama if you watch those. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
and if you want to watch me swear, I play Five Nights at Freddy's and I swear a lot, but I probably wouldn't on a Pokemon stream.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I listen, I honestly, one of the most freeing things for me, obviously not on this channel, is that I have stopped caring about cussing on YouTube. And I just like, I let it go.
Yeah.
I do not care.
Just lets it happen.
I do. Listen,
it just comes out.
You can't be under 13 on YouTube, and if you are, that's not my problem, because that's against the terms of service. Get off, child. and if you're over 13, you have heard worse at school, and if your parents don't want you watching it, then they should have better control over you. You are not my child. I am not responsible for raising you. So like, screw it. If you don't want to watch this, like.
So what you're saying is Aiden shouldn't watch EJ Plays.
Well, considering Aiden's 3, no. I don't think no. You should not have your child watching me talk about like
the things that you talk about. That's true.
The stuff that I was about to get.
Poor Aiden. Cheers. Aiden's crying now.
Did you see Aiden called me a baddie?
He did.
Yeah.
I was so.
Does he know?
He also said you look like Elise.
That's true. So the good with the bad,
Mommy
you know.
Cooker.
Mommy cooker.
Mommy cooker.
Mommy cooker is my favorite thing. Because the thing that phrase, I feel like, to me means a cooking mommies, and I was like, oh my god. Like, oh, you're a mommy cooker. Okay.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
Kato, your son is not my problem. Exactly.
We know.
Your son, your problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am not a parent for a reason.
You've got Thomas.
True, and exactly. And I don't worry about him picking up on my bad habits.
True. Okay, well, we need to wrap it up. Speaking of my son, I need to go probably get him ready for a nap. So
I need to go get into bed.
let's wrap it up. So let's
Take a
do.
nap
We already kind
at
of what?
He takes a nap at noon?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's been
What's
up
wrong with
for
taking a
6
nap
It'll
at
take
noon?
him like 30 minutes or an hour to fall asleep, and then he sleeps for like 2 hours.
Wow. That's lovely.
Me too, though. I have
it's
naps all the time.
It's like lovely when we all get to nap, but it's not so lovely when we try to like plan something because it's very limiting. It's like, okay,
Right.
well, I guess Aiden's
Yeah.
just not going to get a nap if we have to do anything that involves leaving the house. So, okay, we already kind of plugged our things, but do y'all want to, Holly, do you want to tell everyone where they can find you? You have different name here than you do on Twitch, so go ahead.
I know. I'm a mess. I'm a mess on the internet. You can find me mainly at twitch.tv/Holly with 2 Ys. I managed to secure that.
Heck yeah.
Twitch partner support actually pinched it off an old account that wasn't being used and gave it to me, and I was like, cheers, that's what I deserve. So you can catch me over there. I stream 4 nights a week at 7 p.m. GMT. Currently playing Pokemon and Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and soon maybe Stardew, but there'll be more on that at the start of next week. At the start of next week, there'll be more on that, but you didn't hear it from me, okay?
Oh.
But yeah, and I'd love to see you there. I don't bite, and I'm usually family friendly, just not when I play scary games.
Yeah, fair.
There you go. EJ?
Hi, I'm EJ. You're you. I say that at the beginning of all my videos. So if you think that's fun, come on. So I'm over on YouTube at youtube.com/c/EJ Plays. All one word. I stream there twice a week there's a tornado outside of my kitchen. I stream there twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also stream on Twitch at EJ Plays Official because there is already an EJ Plays and I'm not a partner, so I can't get them to kick him off. Even though he never freaking streams.
Damn it.
Never streams.
Rude.
And I'm just sitting
That's
there
so annoying.
with my EJ Plays Official. Anyways. On Twitch, I will say, though, I am explicitly 16 plus. Do not come in if you are a child. I love you so much. I am not the streamer for you, though, on Twitch. But I stream other games like Hollow Knight. I play Hades. I play lots of fighting games.
I love Hades.
I freaking love Hades.
I'm coming over there. I didn't even realize you streamed on Twitch. I'm going to be there all the time.
Oh my gosh. I love Hades. Hades, also gay as hell. I love it.
Yeah. We stan.
Anyways, and I upload videos on YouTube. Just Animal Crossing speed builds mainly, Let's Plays, and Stardew Valley Let's Plays, which you should also check out. And also, if you like Survivor, if you like Big Brother, if you like any kind of social strategy reality games, I do host a version of Survivor in Animal Crossing on called Last Crosser Standing. I do that on Saturday nights, usually at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then there's not going to be a game tonight, but there will be a game this upcoming weekend on the 5th. So you should check that out.
Yay.
It's lots of fun, bringing the drama, stirring the pot. That's me.
Yep. I got last, and then I got second. So I got to win.
You know what that is?
What?
Growth.
That's growth. Honestly, I feel like I grew a lot between my 2 segments, my rounds, my games, whatever. Okay. So, yes, that's Holly, that's EJ. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. As for me, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, 7 p.m. I have no idea what I'm doing. I assume I'll be decorating or something like that. You know, same old stuff. Another plug for my other channel. If y'all are interested in Pokemon, there's a Pokemon Let's Play over there. And at some point this week, I do want to stream over there. I don't know when it's going to be. Maybe I can convince Todd to let me stream tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it for this episode of Breaking Bells, which was not really about Animal Crossing that much. But that's
the first
fine.
hour.
We love to see it. So I don't know when the next one will be, by the way. We're just kind of doing them whenever. Holly's not even playing Animal Crossing anymore, so maybe Breaking Bells.
I don't even know what Animal Crossing is.
Maybe Breaking Bells becomes more than just Animal Crossing. I don't know. Maybe. We'll talk about it. We'll see what happens. But that's it for today, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Okay.